Hi, it's Lydia Gilman, and welcome to the Stepping into Purpose podcast. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. I hope you've all had some time just to really welcome in the new year and to reflect on your 2023. I know for a lot of people, it's been a challenging year, and I think everyone had some form of challenges or another. I know for our family, there are a lot of challenges which came in. But I also see it as one of the best years of my life. I think challenges and great times go hand in hand. I mean, we're growing, we're evolving, and, that has to come with challenges. This past year, we've lived in a new environment. We moved, as a lot of you know, we moved to a new country, a new city at the beginning of this year. Me and my family with our pet cat and 2 suitcases each. And we've navigated our way through some challenges and some, like I say, some great times and adventures. And it's interesting as we come into a new year because my husband hasn't been that happy here. He's really missed family and friends back in New Zealand. And ultimately, he hasn't been mad about his job here either. And he applied for a couple of jobs, a couple here and one in New Zealand where we were before. And he got accepted for that one very quickly, like straight away they're onto him and they made him an offer. Took a little while for his best job here, which he'd applied for, which to hear that it was a no. And we're still waiting to hear from one, which he isn't mad about anyway. So it looks quite certain that we'll be heading back to New Zealand within a month. And everything has been quite up in the air, not knowing what we're doing. It's been a little bit stressful, to be honest. And it feels quite good now, at least, to know what direction our year is taking. But I must admit to feeling a bit of sadness with it as well. I really love it here, and it's a place which really lights me up. And I've been holding on, and I haven't wanted to leave, and I've been trying to make it work for everyone. And when I heard that it looks like, yes, we will be going back, I must admit, I had a little cry, had a little weep, and sort of got it out of me. And then I'm always pretty optimistic, then started thinking about all the good things which is waiting back in Christchurch for us, like extended family, friends, my favorite hairdresser. There's lots of pros, and I'm one to always focus on them. And, who knows what will happen in the future. Maybe we'll come back here when it's a better time. But right now it feels like we're being called back to Christchurch, and sometimes you just have to go with that. I don't know if you all have chosen a word of the year. It's something quite recent for me. That last year I did choose a word of the year as well, which was receive. And my goodness, we really received a lot of blessings, a lot of abundance, a lot of support. A word of the year is actually really powerful. And I took a workshop. Jen Liss, who has an amazing podcast called Untethered with Jen Liss, she did a workshop a few days ago, which I took, and it really helped me clarify my word for the year. And it's surrender. And ironically, I've been resisting against choosing that word. I know that it's all, just what's going on at the moment for me and my family. It's all about surrender and me letting go of what I want and what I think I want, and just going with what's in front of us and what's for the best right now. And it's kind of meta that I struggled against choosing that word. I was kind of worried that surrender would mean I'd have to let go of my vision, my plans, and just go with whatever everyone else wanted. And maybe there's a part of that. There's compromise, especially in a family and a marriage. But I have my vision, and I've got it pretty held within me. But then it's also surrendering to what is for the highest good for all. And my limited mind can't know what's for the best all the time, of course. So surrender really is my word. And I think it's going to be a really good guiding post for me this year, just to remember that word and to think about what I want, but then to let it go ultimately, because there's divine timing and, I can't know what's for the best. So surrender is my word of the year, and I'd love it if you shared your word of the year. If you'd like to share it, I'd really love to hear it. And I think it's a great practice, really. It sets an intention and it really helps flavor your year, I think, as well. I'm a real detail orientated person. So, it's only been in the last day or so that we've really thought, okay, we're definitely going to be moving a whole house in, less than a month, really. My husband said he'd be available to start in February, the beginning of February, probably. And so basically we've got a month to pack up our house, and suddenly I go into overdrive going, oh gosh, we've got a whole house full of furniture now. And what do we do? Do we have a garage sale? Do we ship things back? And my mind gets so busy with all the how-tos. But again, it's about surrender and letting the best plan come forward and just let it unfold instead of getting stuck in the why and the how. So yeah, surrender really is the perfect word for me. And just a couple of months ago, actually, again, I surrendered where I thought I was going in my business and what I thought I wanted, as I was getting really involved working with highly sensitive people and coaching and working with parents of highly sensitive children as well, because that's a really important part of my life, and it's really close to my heart as a highly sensitive person with two highly sensitive children. And it was 11/11 actually, which felt like a really powerful date leading up to it. And it wound up being really powerful for me. I had an amazing day that day, and I got a lot of clarity. And my heart really told me to start this online store, which is called Love to a T, which has kind of been in my mind and my heart for a while. And I got really clear direction then just to get it out there. So I worked really hard over the remainder of November into the first weeks of December and built the store and got all the designs together and got them out to friends and people who I really respect to get feedback. And it's out there now. And that was really an act of surrender. It wasn't where I thought I was going right now, but it was a command really from my heart that this is where I needed to go right now. And it feels so right. Really, it's about community and getting these messages of love out there for people to see out there in the world, and wearing them. We feel like foot soldiers where we're delivering these messages just to people who are passing by and who might see our t-shirt or whatever message we're wearing, and it kind of infiltrates these positive messages into the world. And that was really my intention, and to really spread this message of love, this movement of a love revolution. That's been another thing which has been in my heart for so long. And again, my mind thinks, oh, it's silly, who am I to really share this message? But I think it takes all of us, and to go with that message which is in our heart. So this is a really big thing for me at the moment. And again, it's an act of surrender, of going this way instead of that way just for now. So Love to a T is live. I'd love you to check it out and to give me any feedback which you have. It's lovetoat.com, and it has t-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts, mugs, all with powerful messages and designs which are meaningful to me. And every quarter we'll have a new collection. Some of them will be collaborations with other creators who share the same vision. And at the moment, it's my own collection, and it's all based around quotes of Rumi, which are meaningful to me. So please check it out and offer me any feedback. I'd love to hear from you and to hear what you think. It's really about community, and I'll be holding monthly events with with other creators, and they'll be sharing their modalities of putting love out into the world in whatever form to really serve people. So happy new year to all of you, and may this year be your very best yet. That's always my wish for everyone. And it might not always be the most comfortable, it might not always be the most fun, but really our highest purpose is to evolve and grow and to know who we really are. That soul within us, to really know that that's who we are. We're not just this human body having this human experience. So wishing you all so much love.